Hello, this is Olav from Alpha Virus. Today I'm gonna discuss and also show you a problem I encountered with my polyurethane bushes. What I did last year was that I changed some of the bushings in the rear of the car. This Alpha 156 has quite a complex system, so there's a lot of bushings. There's this sideway arms that you have inner and out bushings, and then there's another arm going forwards, and yeah, there's a lot of bushings here. And I think like most of the bushings were okay, but I have encountered a problem with one of the control arms here. I'm gonna show you here just what the problem is. So first of all, here's the rear of the 156. I moved the rear wheel here to gain access. And here you can see maybe underneath the car there's a lot of different arms. There was also some arms going forwards, and you can see that these are like the polyurethane bushes. They're here and on the other side there. Also here. Yeah, there's a lot of bushings. Maybe you'll notice that this arm here is not dark like the other ones, and this is the one I had to replace. I had a lot of problems with this last year because the other one were fairly okay, but one of the problems you encounter is rust, and I wasn't able to wiggle free this control arm, so eventually I had to take an angle grinder and actually cut it out. So the arm was useless. So when in order for me to install the new bushings, I had to order a new control arm. Luckily, those are quite cheap, but I discovered something. Like when I swapped the polyurethane bushes for the other controls arm, there was a really nice and tight fit. But I think there's an issue with this other control arm I had, because I make the diameter. I'm gonna show here. This diameter here is not the same. It's not quite the same. I think there's like maybe just a millimeter off. I think this is a bit too wide, and the problem is what you can see here. There's just too much play between this control arm and the original bushing, because this is not well, I actually ordered was supposed to be an original control arm, but the truth is that even though you buy like an original, you really don't know what you get, because there's so many not just Alfa Romeo does this, but every car manufacturer, they order the cheapest control arm from whatever manufacturer that particular year. For example, like in '98 they would make a deal with TRV. The next year they will swap to Bilstein or whatever, you know. And these polyurethane bushes are designed to fit yeah, I guess the early or the original, whatever that was that particular year. And the arms that I ordered seems to be a little off with the dimensions. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do one out of two options. I ordered another control arm. You can see it here, and this is the control arm here with the. You can see it still has the bushings inside. So I'm gonna measure this and see if this control arm has a better fit with the polyurethane bushes, in which case I think I'm gonna swap the polyurethane bushes into this. But if it's not quite the same, I'm gonna measure this, and I'm just gonna put in like the one with the rubber bushings, because I think what I have now, it's just too loose, and I can feel it actually. I felt it last year when I swapped all the bushings for polyurethane bushes. It felt like immediately I had like a really nice sharpness to the steering, but then quite quickly it just seemed like it faded away, and the car felt more vague. And I wonder if this is like the offending part, or whatever you call it, because even though the steering is in front, you can imagine if the back half of the car is loose, like in the back, then even though it's going to affect the front steering on the front wheels. And also this complex system is supposed to give what they call like I think it's called a passive rear steering, which is not like, it's not like the wheels actually turn, but the fact that you have like let's see, like 2 arms here in the back, and this is slightly longer than this. It means that when you push the car into a bend and you compress this system, it's supposed to give a little bit turn in. Yeah, like I said, it's not like an active steering like you have this newest Renault Megane RS, where you have like, yeah, same like in the front you have active steering, but this is like, I think they call it a passive steering. It's supposed to give a little better turn in, but the turn in seems to be, well, not so good, and I'm quite convinced that this is the problem. So I'm going to take this off, and like I said, either replace it with the polyurethane bushes or just swap in. It's more tempting just to put it straight in. It's a lot less work, to be honest. And when I'm gonna drive this beautiful car in the spring, it's gonna be very exciting to see if that actually fixed the problem or not. So I think this problem is quite common. It's something to look out for when you swap polyurethane bushes for different control arms. Make sure that the dimensions actually fit before you start cutting. If not, it's going to be like yeah, some extra work. Yeah. Okay, I hope you like this video. See you next time. Bye.